right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, first and foremost, we want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rukakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to all the Akim, enduring afflictions, making their calling and election sure. It's your brother Kabar.
It's the brother Yitazakah.
It's the brother Karoth.
And back with another one. Lord willing, this will be edifying to the elect. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Bahawa Kakadash, Barakatam. To all sincere listeners who may hear this. Brothers got the script, or you may bring it.
You got it. But you got it. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is let's get straight to the point and just read from the top.
We can start from 4, and then we could probably start again at 1.
Okay. This is Jeremiah 12:4. It says, "How long shall the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither? For the wickedness of them that dwell therein. The beasts are consumed, and the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end."
You got it, bro. Hold on.
God, this is the prayer, man. This is Jeremiah praying, man, asking that question, man. How long shall the land mourn, man, and the herbs of every field wither, man? All right, because we understand this is not our rest, all right? The whole land, the earth, it says how the beasts are consumed, the birds, And this is all because of who? Because, the Edomite, man, the man of the field, man. The red Edomite, man. The wickedness of them that dwell therein, man.
You got one? You got it, bro. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 14:8. It says, matter of fact, let me go up to verse 5. It says, this is Isaiah 14:5. It says, "The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers," and that's dealing with their power structure. When the Most High comes back, he's going to destroy their power structure, man. It says, "He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth." So nobody's going to care when this man is brought low, man. Nobody's going to give a damn, because these people have went through the whole earth and been rape, robbing, and destroying, man. So that nobody's going to pity them when they're finally brought low. This verse 7, it says, "The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing." It says, "Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us." So that's dealing with the wicked, man. Once the wicked is brought low, man, the environment will be better, and people will rejoice, man, because they'll be under righteous rulership, and the scripture talks about how a righteous man has care of his beasts.
Yeah,
so,
I was thinking of that one.
Yeah, So ultimately, the animals will be happy, man, and the other nations. That was the point.
God, you could get that word, fella.
God, let me grab that real quick for you, brother. So, feller. Let's see what it says here.
You were using the blue letter?
Yeah, come. Let's listen to it.
Strong's H 3772. Karath.
That's wild.
Karath.
So, but you go into that word, karath, this deals with cutting, cut down, cut off. Let's see. Cut down or destroy. So usually, these devils, man, what they do is they try to, in this context, they're they're destroying. Because like in the scriptures, we know that a cutting instrument can be used for either good, like good for the godly. These things can be used as good for the godly, like steel, or a cutting instrument can be used for good for the godly, or it can be used for the wicked in a wicked way.
Yep.
Like a cutting instrument, like the scriptures, it's a cutting instrument, but it's used in a positive way.
And they use the scriptures in a negative light.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the slave Bible.
God.
God.
You got something, Kabar?
That was a quick one to land back. That point he just made. Con.
You got yours first.
Okay, Con. This is in the book of Psalms 37 and 34. Just to get it pull up. Okay. All right. Psalms 37 and 34. It says, "Wait on the Lord, Yahweh Shem Hashai, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it." You know, Lord won't be those men, man. You know, where we see the wicked being cut off, man. You know, let me see if that word is Korath as well. But you know, that was really the point. Yeah, that's the same word. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he that was cutting down is going to be cut down. You know?
Yep.
I got one too, because you know it was touching on too, touching on as well, destruction as well, destroying as well. This Revelation chapter 11 verse 18, it says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." You know,
Nice.
you know, so it's time to cut down. Who's cutting down? You know what I'm saying? That's what time we in. I also had link up with that precept you just brought out, Kabar, in Psalms 37, because it says it's time that the reward should be given to his servants, the prophets. You know, that's why it said, "Wait upon the Lord." Who was they talking to? The servants. You know what I'm saying? Because you should see them cut off, and a part of the reward of the servants and prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai is to see the vengeance of the Lord. You know, see the destruction of the wicked. You know.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
That's a little. I got. You read that? Can we read that Jeremiah 12:4 one more time? Then I got another one to piggyback. Lineback and Slovakia.
This is Jeremiah 12 and verse 4. It says, "How long shall the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither, for the wickedness of them that dwell therein?"
Yeah, because Slovakia, brothers, I had seen a pretty much a video where it was touching on like a whole bunch of starfish had washed up on the sea. A whole bunch of dead fish been washing up on the sea, which that, you know, has been happening for like numerous last few years. But you know, Esau tried to say was because it's of warm heat, you know, the heated waters. But really, we know it's because of you, devil. You know what I'm saying? It's not because of the heat. You know what I'm saying? It's because you're the heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that, but that's an example of the land mourning. You know what I'm saying? That's an example of, you know, the beast thereof, you know, mourning. You know, there's a little bit more on that.
It says, the beasts are consumed, and
the beasts are consumed. You know,
and the birds, because they said, "He shall not see our last end."
Right? Yeah, he should not see our last end. That's what Esau Edom says. You know, he said, "Who shall see me?" You know what I'm saying? That's what he say to Yahweh Shem Shai. This devil really thinks that Yahweh Shem Shai doesn't see what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yahweh Shem Shai sees what you're doing, even unto the animals, man. You know, you can't just like Numbers 23 when Balak he tried to smite the donkey. You know, Yahweh Shem Shai, he's seen about him for that, man. You can't, cause why? Yahweh Shem Shai owns animals too. He owns the land mass too. This is the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son's creation. All the works therein, man.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
So if you do anything to any of the works therein, you're gonna have to answer to Yahweh Shem Shai about that. You know.
That's right. That's exactly right, man. You know. It says that he controls that the cattle on 1,000 hills is his.
I was holding that.
Oh, okay.
It's a spirit.
And I had a pre just to land back on what we were saying, and it says that in the latter part of that verse, it says because they said, "He shall not see our last end." Can I get a precept?
You got it.
He shall not see our last end. And you go to Psalms 49 and 11.
This is spirit. I was reading this precept. I had this precept. I wasn't like even gonna go to it, but I had it like before we even start. this
Wow.
list, and I was like looking
For
at
real?
that. Yeah,
That's wild.
that's wild.
Psalms 49 and 11, it says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations, that call their lands after their own names. Salaki, they call their lands after their own names. Yeah, so if you look at the latter part of that verse, it was saying that it says, he shall not see our last end. So that's what the inward thought of the wicked is, man. It's like they will not see their last end. And that's why they think their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. And if you go to the next verse, which is Psalms 49 and 12, it says, nevertheless, man being in an hour abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. So, basically, he will not last forever, man. He will be cut down. It says, this their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their sayings. Salah. But their ways are folly, man. So they're headed down a path of destruction, because the Most High is gonna cut them down, cut them off. And he's gonna, first he's hewing them, cutting them with the words of his prophets, man. That's how it is. First, we're hewing them by the mouth of the prophets first, before he comes through with that physical destruction. They get cut first by the prophets.
Yes, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. It was in Proverbs.
Yeah, that's in Proverbs too.
Woo! Yeah. Okay, yeah, Proverbs 5 and 21. This Proverbs chapter 5, verse 21. It says, for the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and he pondereth all his goings. And that link over there, Sirach 23 and 19, when it say the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, even the most secret parts. So Yahweh Shemel Shai, an example of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go do something small to like a animal or something, and think Yahweh Shemel Shai didn't see that. Oh, he seen it? You go abuse the water. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shemel Shai seen it. You went and cut down a tree that you unnecessarily didn't have to cut down. Yahweh Shemel Shai seen that too. You tainting, you sprinkling mingled seeds. Well, that's why it's a law. Even something that small, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he sees it, man. It says, verse 22, his own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. And that link up with that 13, that Psalms 49 and 13. It says, this their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their things, so their way is folly, man, and in the greatness of your folly you're gonna go astray. Where are you gonna go astray to? You're gonna go to an ashtray. You know what I'm saying? According to Obadiah, verse 18,
Stubble.
No, you got it.
This is Psalms 82 and 5.
That's cool.
Psalms 82 and 5, it says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. It says, all the foundations of the earth are out of course. And that's with these devils in power, man. All the foundations of the earth are out of course, man. The water is messed up. The air is messed up. Men are lying with men. What else we got going on? We got all kinds of terrible things going on, and the earth is out of course because these devils are in rulership. So yeah, I just want to grab that.
Well, I got a quick one. You got something, bro?
Nah, what you got?
Isaiah 29 and 16. Oh, Salaki, let me start at 15. This Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us? And who knoweth us? You know, he shall not see our last end. Verse 16, surely your turning of things upside down, like the brother was touching on about the foundations of the earth being out of course, you know, shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? And that's why it's woe unto you, man. That's why it's woe unto you, because ultimately you tried to say that the works of the Heavenly Father were imperfect, man. You know, they were impure, you know, which really your way was impure. That's why that's why you have greatness of folly. You know, that's why your way is folly, man. Because to think anything adverse into the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is folly, man. You know, so and your turning of things upside down is going to be esteemed as the potter's clay. You're going to realize you're nothing but clay. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to show you. You know, he's going to show you, man. You know, when he bringeth forth the vengeance on you, man. You know, for turning things upside down, man. You know. God, you got it up.
This is Isaiah 24:5.
I was holding that too.
That's
It's the
fair.
spirit, yeah. You got. Oh, you was holding that too up?
No.
Okay. You got it up. So,
Isaiah 24:5. It reads, the earth,
you start at 4, Baba Kashad?
it says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. It says, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
So not only is the earth and the world languishing, you know, which, can we get that word languish real quick? Because the earth and the world is languishing, you know. It says the haughty people of the earth is languishing too, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And in Hebrew, it's pronounced amal.
Khan.
You got it.
You got it, bro.
It says amal. It says to be weak, to droop, to languish, to be exhausted. It says the past participle. That's the right pronunciation of the heart. It says to be weak, to droop. It says the second definition says to be or grow feeble, to languish.
Yeah. So these people on earth, you know, they're feeble, they're weak, man. They're exhausted, man. Why? Because, you know, this devil's oppressor. He oppresses everything. He oppresses a man, even in him and his heritage. You know what I'm saying? So you know, everybody is tired, man. You know, everybody is exhausted, man. You know, shit, it's just nothing but all out oppression, man. You know, that's put forth by this devil, man. You know, so you know, everybody's feeling it, man. That's why you got 60, 70-year-olds, you know, 50-year-olds. Well, you got 40-year-olds, man. You know what I'm saying, on pills, you know what I'm saying, just to go to work that day, man. You know what I'm saying? They got to pop their pills just to go to work, man. You know? Mm-hmm. That's the haughty people of the earth is languishing, man. You know?
It says the haughty people of the earth languish. Verse 5. It says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant.
And that's what it all go back to. You turn everything upside down, man. You know, you went against the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, you laid open your folly, man. You know, and your folly is gonna be your destruction, man. You know, ultimately, you know, because you feel like you can make ordinances and you can make laws and, you know, you got it. Well, basically, Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna show you how much you got, man. You know, because what have the wicked done? You know, you destroyed over 40% of wildlife. You know what I'm saying? You man, shit. Your pestilences and your diseases and shit that you release into the air, that kill people, man. You know, these plants and warehouses you build. You know, these wars. You know what I'm saying? Like you're all about nothing but death, man. Well, you're the harbinger of death. You know.
Mm-hmm. Just to land back, I believe Issachar is still going through it when it comes to those camps, man. You know, they still in them camps, man.
That's wild, huh? That's wild, man. You see? So this devil, he's all about nothing but he oppresses everything, man. Everything, man.
And you know another point out, it says the herbs of the field wither. You know that these devils, they you know, they have Monsanto.
Mm-hmm.
And in Monsanto, they they came up with some type of, this was a while ago too, so I can only imagine what they got now, but they had something called a Terminator seed. And the Terminator seed made it so that you couldn't plant it nowhere else and get a yield.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. Like if you go into that word Terminator seed,
That's
these,
crazy.
These devils came up with a way where the seed won't even germinate because they got a patent on it. It won't even germinate if you plant it in the ground.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's called genetic use restriction technology. That's that word. It's called genetic use restriction technology.
Genetic use restriction technology, man?
Wow.
You put a restriction on genetics? How the hell do you do that, man?
So like that gives a new level of
man.
understanding to the herbs of every field withered.
Wow.
Yeah, that's heavy, y'all.
You know, and when you go into genetic use restriction technology, it's also known as Terminator technology or suicide seeds. Is the name given to proposed methods for restricting the use of genetically modified plants by activating some genes only in response to certain stimuli, especially to cause second-generation seeds to be infertile.
And that's wicked, man. That's wicked as hell, man. See, something like that to an average person, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's nothing. But to Yahweh Shemashah, that's wicked as hell, man. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, okay, that's it's nothing but a plant. You know, you're just growing your own plant. But Yahweh Shemashah gave you an ordinance on how you're supposed to grow plants, man. On how you're supposed to grow things, man. You can't fucking put restrictions on genetics, man. You know?
It's devils, man. Genetic use restriction technology. They don't even give land samples.
I'm right here in Leviticus. Let's get it. So look, this Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 19. You gotta go. Or whichever one you go through. This Leviticus 19 and 19. Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
We was just talking about
That's
that.
the spirit. Me and the brother Karan were just talking about this last night. So like you gotta grow.
Wow.
It's something called cryptids, and with these cryptids, it's basically like a hybrid animal. It's like it's going into hybrid animals. You know what I mean? And with hybrid animals, it's something called a liger, and it's something called when it's a liger, it's like a male lion and a tiger, female tiger or something. So they basically splice the genes of two different types of animals that aren't supposed to, two different manners of flesh.
Right.
They ain't supposed to be mixing.
Right.
And these devils do that, man.
Kinda.
You know, they even got the movie called
Spliced. Yep.
Man.
Kinda.
You know, so it's that's definitely a thing, man. Esau is definitely the devil, man, that the Bible speaks about.
God.
Yep.
Yes, on the app. So.
No, I was just going to add to Exodus 22 and 18.
I got a little bit more on this.
Okay, yeah.
You got it, bro.
Let me just get that. All right, you know, that's a quick one. This is in the book of Exodus 22 and verse 18. It says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live."
Isn't that like a witch, though?
God.
When you create some type of technology that makes something infertile or makes it sterile.
Yeah, that's sorcery.
That's sorcery.
God, yeah.
You're making a plant sterile.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Damn.
That's wild. That's why I say the works of every one of them are deep. Their wickedness is deep, man. Because Jake, we can't even think about stuff like this. Like, you know, we hear stuff like this and we be like, what the? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mind blown. Just plain man, dwelling in tents. Y'all over here devising wicked devices, man.
Yeah, bro. You know?
Man, yeah, that's
Wow.
That's why me and Big Kabar, we got this inside joke. And we say, we're plain men, but they're plain men.
We're plain men, but they're plain men. You know?
They jump out of airplanes and try to skydive.
Yeah.
We're plain men.
We're plain men, but they're plain men. Yeah, they're out of here, man. This back in that Leviticus 19. This Leviticus 19 and 19. Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Just what you were just going into. Neither shall a garment mingle of linen and woolen come upon thee. You know? And that's, bro, that's wickedness within itself too. Mixing cotton with wool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the fucking devil, man.
Devil, man.
You know, you don't even have to do that, man. You know, but that's wickedness, man. You know? So even within that, you know, Yahweh Shemashah is very strategic on how he wants things done, man. If you don't do it that way, it's consequences and repercussions for that, man. You know, because why? Because you bring forth consequences on things that don't deserve it unnecessarily, man. Mm-hmm. You know? Even the fact of you mixing fabrics, you know what I'm saying? You're doing that because you want the children of Israel to go off against Yahweh Shemashah. So ultimately, you want them to have consequences come upon them, man. You know? That's devising mischief, man. You know? That's wicked as hell, man. You can't do that, man. You know?
And it started with that devil Gregor Mendel.
Mm-hmm.
He was taking the peas, and he was splicing the peas to try to get a desired result from the peas, and then it just kind of grew from there. You know, so these devils, the wickedness starts off like that, and then it just reaches unto the heavens.
I got that other one too. You got something out?
It says in that scripture, it says the beasts are consumed.
What is Jeremiah 12?
Yeah, Jeremiah 12. It says the beasts are consumed the birds, right?
You got one. You got something out? This Leviticus 25:2. It says, "Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, when ye come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto the Lord Yahweh Shemashah. 6 years shall thou sow, 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard, and gather in the fruit thereof. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for the Lord Yahweh Shemashah. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard."
You got it.
So you know, well, here it is. Esau he an Israelite. So you're an Israelite, okay? You're a Jew, you know, because it said to the children of Israel. So okay, you're a child of Israel. Why the hell don't you do this then? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you do this? You know what I'm saying? You want to be a child of Israel so bad, but you why call us me Lord, Lord, but don't do none of the things which I say, man? You know, you're hypocrite. You're a hypocrite, man. You're an actor, man. And the tabernacle of hypocrites shall be burnt down, man. Job 15:34. You know, so you damn Edomites, man. And your wickedness, man, it excels past even what normal levels, so to speak. Which wickedness is not normal. You know what I'm saying? But just for a lack of better word, man. You know what I'm saying? Your wickedness excels past normalcy. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's like doing something bad, and then there's like extremely wicked.
Well, you got sins unto death.
Yeah, that require you to be put to death.
God, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to go here real quick. That's all right.
You got it, brother.
Since I was talking about the beasts are consumed and the birds. If you go to Proverbs 12:10, it says, Proverbs 12:10, it reads, "A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel." So you know, the righteous, you're supposed to regard the life of your beast.
Right.
You guys okay?
Now I was just gonna say, so like that proves that he's the wicked. That proves that Esau is the wicked. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Because the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look how you treat the animals. Look how you treat the beast.
Yeah, he sport hunts.
Yeah, God.
You're a sport hunter. You trophy hunt. You go to get the big buck to fire him up in order to go and cut his head off and put him on your above your fireplace, man.
That's wild.
You know, you go to kill because you have a bloodlust. That's the reason you kill the majestic creatures in the wild. You have a bloodlust, man. You don't regard the life of the beasts. That's why it says
he's not satisfied with blood.
Yeah, kind of. And that's why it says the beasts are consuming the birds, man. You know, they even shoot the birds too, man. You know, they got something called clay pigeons. They practice shooting the birds with the clay pigeons, and then they go out there and then they go out and they really hunt the birds, man. They call it hunting in the rough. Yeah, they hunt the I forget the name of those birds, man. It's a certain bird. They go out and they hunt it. They hunt those birds, man. I forget the name of it. Then, you know, all beasts. No beast is safe, man.
Mm-hmm.
No beast is safe.
Yep.
They're extinct. They have an extinct list.
Bro, over 40% of wildlife is wiped out, man. This devil, he tried to wipe out the honeybee and the mosquito.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, God.
Well, he actually has electronic modified mosquitoes, man. He want to make them the new insects. Pretty much, this devil want to do away with insects completely, man. You know, when you need insects, asshole. You know what I'm saying? You need insects. You know, that's why Yahweh Shema is gonna get you. But let's get this. You had some more on that up?
Oh no, that was it.
This Psalm chapter 50, verse 10. It says, for every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. You know? So Yahweh Shema said all the beasts of the field are his, man. Everything, include an ant. What? It tell you, Proverbs 6:6. Oh ye sluggard, go ye sluggard to the ant. Yahweh Shema letting you know that the ant is valuable too. With a sparrow. It tell you a sparrow don't fall from the sky without Yahweh Shema. You know, so no matter how small or I hope it's the right word, in minuscule, you think something is, you know what I'm saying, it's valuable to Yahweh Shema, man. You know? No, that was it.
This is Job 5:22. It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. They won't be at peace with the Edomites. You know, because they're gonna be, because he waged war against them.
Right.
You know, so when it's time to go, when the Most High put that spirit out there, man, doesn't the scripture go in the Apocrypha? It talks about the teeth of wild beasts, and these are used for vengeance. Man,
yep.
To lay on them scourges.
Yep.
You know, and that's because of the Edomites, man. You know, and not just the Edomites. You know, but it's gonna come against, you know, everybody that fought against Jerusalem. But ultimately, you know, the Edomites are the ones that are destroying the planet on a mass scale, man. You know, and they've come up against wildlife and nature in general.
Yeah, it's a consequence for that. You gotta pay for that, man.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for that, man. You know. That's why Yahweh Shema he was getting pissed off about sacrifice too, man, because you can't just be going to kill animals at will just for your pleasure to sacrifice to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really was going into in Psalms 50. Like all the beasts of the field are mine. So don't be trying to bring me no beast to sacrifice to me. It's already mine. Don't be killing shit unnecessarily, man. Yahweh Shema is all about moderation, man. You know?
That's right. So these animals, they don't get that payback.
God, almost definitely.
That's even in the Most High said he promised to feast.
Oh, let's get that. Is what is Ezekiel 39?
God.
I think this is Ezekiel 39.
It's called the Great Flood.
It's a select. But you got another one? No, Ezekiel. What is it? Salakia, brothers.
That's
See, I thought it was Ezekiel 38, 39. I know it's one in Revelation 19 too, but it's another one. It's in Ezekiel.
I know. Man, that's how's the
this one out. Hold on. It's another. It's one in Revelations 19, but it's another one though. I can't remember how the wording goes. Let's get this one real quick. Hold on. This Psalm chapter 79 and verse 2. It says, "The dead bodies of thy servants have thou given to be meat unto the fowls of the heaven, the flesh of thy saints unto the beasts of the earth." So that's what's gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what. So should you, go all together unpunished? but ye shall not go unpunished, man. You know, Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna turn your own devices upon you. You know, but it's another one.
Fowls. I think it's fowls. In there.
Yeah. It is. It definitely is. It definitely is. I thought it was in Ezekiel.
How was fowls spelled in it's F-O-W-L? Yeah, that's Ezekiel. Ezekiel 20.
Hold on, somebody. Let's get this.
You talking about 39 and 17?
That's the one?
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I know it was in Ezekiel 39. I'm like,
Ezekiel
yeah.
39?
Yeah, Ezekiel 39 and
Yeah, I typed
17.
in foul and eat.
Give
and it
kind.
came up.
Kind.
Wow.
Yeah. The water Yahweh Shema Shah.
Can you read it?
Yeah, you got it.
This is the book of the prophet Ezekiel 39 and 17. Let me actually pull up on here, Slocky.
I knew it was in there.
You called it. Let me just pull it on here. Slock. This is the book of the prophet Ezekiel 39 and start 17.
Kind.
It says, "And thou son of man, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, speak unto every feathered fowl, and to every beast of the field, assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice, that I do sacrifice
hold
for
on,
you."
like you. I just thought of something. Isaiah 35. I prepared. I got a sacrifice in Basra. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. And another one too. Terror shall come upon him on every side. It said the beast come upon him on every side. You know.
Beautiful. It says, "Assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice, that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood."
Woo! Yeah, so Yahweh Shema Shah got a great supper. You know, he got the last supper for Yahweh Shema Shah and the disciples. He got the last supper for the fowls of heaven.
right.
It's gonna be on you damn devils, man. You know.
Because the Most High, He set a balance in nature, man. It's a corrective. It's like a corrective loop. You do
Right.
stuff like that, it's something that comes back and gets you.
Kind not. You know, that's the course of nature, so to speak. You know, just like how nature has its own course, you take that nature out of its course, but that course of action is gonna come back on you. You know, I got this too. This is Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 13. "Upon his ruin shall all the fowls of heaven remain, and all the beasts of the field shall be upon his branches." You know, so look, the Yahweh Shema Shah gonna take you out the way, but he gonna keep the animals. You know, it says, "To the end that none of all the trees by the waters exalt themselves for their height." And that's talking about you damn devils, you know, because your pump and it's high. You know, we know people can be likened unto trees, man. You know, it says, "Neither," and that's the best of you, because if a tree by a water, you know what I'm saying, that means it's constantly growing, it's flourishing. You know, so that's the best of you. It said, and that's you elites, because y'all gonna be the first crops in slavery. You know, it says, "Neither shoot up their top among the thick boughs, neither neither their trees stand up in their height, all that drink water, for they are all delivered unto death to the nether parts of the earth, in the midst of the children of men, with them that go down to the pit." You know, that's Isaiah 13 and 15. "Everyone that is joined unto you should be thrust through." You know, should fall by the sword, man. You know, so anybody, those hands on the hand, the wicked should not go unpunished, man. You're gonna die, and anybody who wants to be alliance with you and your wicked ass way, Terry Crews, you know, you're gonna be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And I got one more. Y'all brothers got any? This Proverbs 29 and 2. It says when the richest, when the righteous, well, the richest, the righteous, when the
We'll be the richest Lord willing.
when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
And you know what? One more point. When the righteous, when the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice, man, because everybody's gonna be, in their natural order, man, and nobody's gonna be oppressed. You know, no one will be oppressed, and Israel will be back in their rightful place. You know, and the way things will be like the Most High intended for them.
And even if you are being oppressed, just your natural order as well. You know, because it's gonna be oppression going forth, but you're gonna be oppressed, and that's gonna be
Natural
Yeah, that's
oppression.
natural oppression. That's what you were made to be oppressed.
Yeah.
like the brother Kabar would say, made for destruction and saved for slavery. You know.
Yep.
This was the last one. Just because he says he shall, Jeremiah 12:4, it says he shall not see our last end. This is another example of him trying to usurp authority from Israel, man, and take our place, man. If you go to Ecclesiasticus 37:25, it says the days of the life of man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable. You know, so the days of Israel are innumerable.
That's
man.
nice.
That's Ecclesiastes 37:25.
Yep.
So the days of a life of man may be numbered. It says, but the days of Israel are innumerable.
Ooh, that's fun.
And these devils talking about he shall not see our last end. You will see your last end. It's Israel that won't see their last end because Israel's days are innumerable, man.
Oh, you'll read 26 too? Salakia, because I got one quick point on that.
Okay. It says a wise man shall inherit glory.
A wise man shall inherit glory. You're the children of fools. You're the children of fools. You're not going to inherit no glory. You're the base man.
It says inherit glory among his people, and his name shall be perpetual.
And his name shall be perpetual. But you had a perpetual hatred, asshole. You know what I'm saying? So your name is not going to be perpetual. You know?
Exactly. So yeah, that's
That's it.
Hey, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. So with that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the Apostles Nellis, a great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to all the sincere Akim, adoring afflictions, making their calling and election sure. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.